Welcome back, everybody. So today, I gotta break this down. We have plenty of silver. I don't even know how much, but I think there's still like 400k that still needs to be processed. All right, let's just. So let's see here. Yeah, we got 84,000 silver bars plus another 330 just sitting here. Not sure why that is doing what it's doing, but that's fine. Another little bit there, just kind of, and then the refineries are all just chock or block with everything. So, yeah, let's say another 350 sitting around that needs to be processed out. I don't know what the math is on that, but yeah. I'm going to break this down, and I'm going to try to recenter us over the gold. And maybe this time we get a little bit of Bering Sea gold out of this, or Barren Lake gold. I don't really know. Bad joke. Yeah. Okay. I'll be back. All right. So I've been busy. As you can see, I got the mule here. I've been working a little bit on it. I got some drills and cacophony of Lord only knows how many of those conjunction points I had, but we made it work. You're definitely not going to be looking through there, but that's why we got third person, I guess. Not ideal, but I wanted to make sure that, the cabin didn't get run into. I suppose I could take out some of the, I also built in redundancies. I guess I could take these out and kind of peek underneath it, but he put a camera here so I can look over top of it. Thank you. Crazy CB, you seem to know what I'm up to before I even was this far into the game. Fantastic. You built this, I think, before I even filmed the first episode. But yeah, with that said, I've also been busy down here. Now, I'm not usually one for a giant wall of drills, but we got enough ice, and I didn't want to go through that again. And I also found, look at how close we got. This is gold. That's gold peeking out right there. All I had to do was just tap it a couple times with the drill, and boom. So, I've got us a nice safe area to drill all this out. Like, we shouldn't miss any, and we should have room to maneuver on the inside should we need to go in a different direction or something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's fire this thing up. Ooh, I forgot to program this stuff. Let me program that really quick and I shall return. Okay, I got the buttons programmed now. We should just be able to, Oh, I guess I already got the drills on by mistake. But yeah, drills are on now. Now we should just be able to hit 2 and the pistons will push out and start drilling and mining. Alright, it is working so far. Every bit is sketchy. No, you're supposed to just drill right into it. I don't know why you're trying to have coitus with this, but alright. Maybe the in and out action helps penetrate the rock. It is a ridiculous amount of weight on there. Let me just make sure this tensor, yeah, that's on. I'm going to basically just walk away. And yeah, I'm just going to walk away and we'll just let that do something. And I will come back to you when I have taken this ship up to the cobalt rock. We're going to finish off that cobalt rock. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so we are up here We got the cobalt right in front of us. I just reprogrammed the drills onto the bar. Do that up. Just gonna come in and get what cobalt we can. Which, yeah, we got a little bar there saying how full we can get. Okay, let's just level ourselves out, because I don't know how much this thing can actually hold weight-wise. This rock's a lot bigger than I remember it. Oof, it is filling up quick. It's okay, we'll get the drills filled up also. Hopefully this thing doesn't fall like a rock. I have done that before with my ships. Come on, crazy CB, don't let me down. It is not happy. It is sliding sideways for some reason. But what happens when we do that? We just go in for more. I should probably have something in here to get rid of the stone. Ignore these. I might have died off camera, and we won't talk about that. Let's see here. We need to get stone. Just put all this into me here. And then we're just gonna toss it off the side of a cliff. Bye. We should stay up here. I think I want to level out a little bit. Yeah, I definitely need to get some dump valves on this to get rid of stone. Didn't really think about that when I was putting the drills on, but you know, this game sometimes you just kind of have to figure out as you go along. Yeah, let me go ahead and work on clearing this up. I mean, you can see what I'm doing now, so I'll bring you back when I got this all done, and we'll rejoin down there at the silver gold mine, or the gold mine, or one of those. All right. No need to push forward, we're just gonna glide. Level out a little bit. These long flights, sit back, Have a drink and relax while the pilot takes care of everything. Problem is, if the pilot is flying while drinking, details. Guess I could turn the drills off. Not bad. I mean, we did 109 kilos. And she's operating just fine. Inventory-wise, what did we end up with? Not much. I mean, there really wasn't much up there. Oh, 27 in that. So, 9, 3... So I put it in the neighborhood of 35 to 40 is my guess. I don't know. Anybody that cares, they can go back through, calculate it up, and comment, and I'll give you a reward or something like that. I don't... Reward will be a congratulations. Yeah, if you ever find me, I'll owe you a drink. Alright, first soft landing with the new ship. Turn up the thrusters. We're probably going to need the battery power here. Alright, let's see how we are doing down here. Is fully extended. Yeah, I guess we can retract that, turn off the drills, and see if we got any gold. Let's see what we got. Did we get any gold? I think that's what we started with, but I would say out of the refineries that, yeah, we apparently had some gold at some point, but everything has been refined. Apparently I have been busy dealing with cobalt, but that's fine. Alright, so we got a little gold. Can't remember why we needed that. Oh, the yield modules that we're no longer using, because guess what? I changed all the yield modules to speed modules on account of I just couldn't be bothered to wait for gold, and well, now we got gold. What are you gonna do? Alright. Besides that, I mean, there's such a plentiful amount of things down here, of ore, that it's not that big a deal. I think the speed might help out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm liking this ship. Might see if there's some way I can add a little bit more cargo space, but I am also a little unsure if it could handle extra cargo. It might get a little bit sketchy, to say the least, because, you know, when these things start getting heavy, yeah, definitely get a little squirrely. Maybe having a landing, a docking connector right next to my towers, not the brightest of ideas. Alright, number 8, and now we can docking. There she is. Thank you for putting on a docking camera. These things make it so much easier. Full speed. And there she is. Now, in theory, it should... Yep, it took everything, so good on that. Well, that was quick. Alright, I gotta tear down the gold mine over there, and then sort out exactly how much gold might still be in there. and then once we figure that out, we'll decide if we're going to stick around with trying to mine out more of that gold or whatnot. Ideally, we need to start setting up, well, we need to get magnesium. I don't really have a lot of that. But beyond that, we need to set up a docking connector that's fairly large. Contemplating sticking it inside the hole over there to maybe have like a, what do you call them? The nuclear missiles, how they shoot out. Maybe have like a silo there where my ship shoots out of, and then from there we go off into space. I don't know. We will see. But this ship has got to be big enough because we're gonna take all these materials with us so we get a good start, and then we're gonna try to find a place to hopefully find platinum and uranium in plentiful quantities. All right. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay, so I guess it's nighttime now, but that shouldn't really matter because we have a whole new thing going on down here. As you can see, I have removed the drill. Oof. Tried to kill myself apparently by hitting the wrong button. I built this straight across. What that means in the future, though, is that we can put a rotor here, and we can drop some stuff down, and then we can go ahead and mine the rest of this stuff. So, yeah, details. But with that said, this is what we have left of the gold. I think we need to set up some drills to kind of poke into the walls, these three angles here, get what we can, and see where we get to. Yeah, I don't know. Just a thought. We got 1.37 kilograms, which on today's market would be worth about $145,000. I suspect in real life money we spent more on equipment than we would have actually made on the gold that we dug up. But hey, it's a good thing this isn't real life, I guess, you know. Alright, let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and rig up some stuff to kind of poke into these walls here and try to get as much of this gold as possible, and I will bring you back just before I start it off. Alright, cool. Alright, so we already knew about this, but do we know about this? Yes. All the drills in the world. Somehow I keep making things that cost more and more drills. Am I efficient? Not whatsoever. But if you got it, why not? So basically, let's just get in here and let's just do it. Let's turn the drills on. Boom. And now we're gonna extend everything out in 3 different directions. We will see what we have when we get done, but yeah. Just get as much gold as we can. I set up the dump valves to get rid of stone also, not just the gravel. You can always get gravel and stone later. Obviously that's pretty straightforward and easy. But yeah, I think we're getting a lot closer to looking at going to space. One thing I need to find though is I need to find a good cobalt deposit. So I might take the ship out, the mule, and use its better ore detector to find us better. Sorry, not better. To find us some cobalt. Sorry. Apparently, I have been a little bit drunkard. Right. Not sure what's binding over here. You, why aren't you turned on? Alright, that solves that problem. This looks like it's fully extended. This one's going to be fully extended shortly. I will bring you back when we're done with this, and we'll see what we have gold-wise. Actually, so you remember of episode 2 or 3 back where I made the comment that asteroids don't appear to actually hit the base? And that might not be entirely true. Is one hit here and took my line out, stopping all my progress over there on the gold mining. So yeah, I gotta repair this and then get back to that. Yeah, let me work on that. I did not see that happening. All of a sudden I'm in pitch black and trying to figure out what's going on. One simple little section here. Alright, no problem. Easy fix, easy fix. Alright, so this is what we've come up with. It's pretty dirty, pretty janky, but you know what? We could get a little more gold that way. It's pretty much what I've been doing, is just kind of laying down drills any place I think I can get some extra gold at, such as these places here. Just kind of chilling out on too many of them. Yeah. Oh, that was a misplace. Yeah, you know what? We can get some more gold right here and here. Yeah, number 6. Let's do this. I mean, that's no scientific way about doing this. Just get it done. I mean, these aren't going to get anything but rock, these first couple ones anyways, so. So loud. Oh, hey, look, it's daylight. I've been down there in the mole hole. I repainted the line yellow because, as it turns out, at night, yellow, this is gold yellow. Oh, hey, Jeff, how you doing? Gold yellow shows up a hell of a lot better at night. So, yeah, there's that. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Doing all right? Oh, what was your name again?
My name is Jeff.
Yes, yes, yes. Go to sleep. Oh, no, no, no. You can't go. There you go. Sleep off that hangover. Anyway, these are all built. Let's just turn them on. Let's see what we're doing with this. We will assume drills are all working fine now, and we will extend to way too fucking quick. Control panel pistons. Yeah, we're gonna change that down to 0.1. That should be plenty good, rather than just kind of cramming it in there. That's the kind of stuff even your girlfriend wouldn't like. You gotta ease it in. Nice. Like this. Why aren't you turned on? Oh. Is that because I added you after I added them? No, that's fine. there's problems here, then there's problems over here. The whole top row. Ooh, boy. Man, I'm fucking up. Get out of there. This is the problem with heavy day drinking, playing video games. But if they let me do it at work, I promise I'd be better. Alright, well, these have been solved. This is doing alright. Nice. Gotta chase them nuggets. Ooh. This is gonna have to come back and go down lower for sure to get that. And we will figure out how to get this later. In fact, we're probably gonna have to build this line further down this way. It's kind of one of the nice things about making it so big and whatnot, but as you start trimming it down, it definitely makes it more challenging to get all the piping and everything in there. Alright, well. Yep. I'm going to bring you back when I get a final tally on the nugget count. Okay, so I know. You might be thinking like, what the heck are you doing? I am mining in the most unconventional. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna pull these pistons in, pull these drills in, kind of see what we got going on. Yeah, I've been a little busy. Just kind of taking care of some stuff, so now it pretty much just comes down to this one line right along here, and I'll take care of that later another time. But yeah, the question is, how much gold did we get? Does it even matter? I mean, do we really need this much gold? So that's apparently how deep it is. Yeah, we'll see about that. So the question is, how much gold do we have? I am curious myself. Let's see what the inventory has to say. Alright. Do we have any gold nuggets? No, it is all just down to that. Let me organize this real quick and I'll be right back with you. Okay, the final tally from what we have so far. Over 10,000 kilos of gold. 378,000 kilos of silicone, 204 kilos of nickel, 23 kilos of cobalt. We're going to look for that. I needed to get my ship out today, and I just was busy getting the gold. Got to get that money. And I'm sure when we do that, we'll get more magnesium because we only got 13.4 of that. No kilo, just 13.4. And a little bit of uranium and plutonium from some asteroids that is so little you really can't. I don't even think I could turn a reactor on with this. And then 143 kilos of silver.
Storm inbound.
Oh, of course, there's a meteor storm going on up there. But yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry, 1.9 thousand, so 1.9 million kilos of iron. We are done with iron. I've been actually throwing out all the stone as much as I could, but it still keeps working its way into the refinery. But yeah, it's kind of a short, boring video, and I appreciate you kind of just checking things out. But we will try to build a big ship to get into space very soon. That's the whole point of all this harvesting, is to be able to do that. All right. Enjoy your evening, and I will talk to you later.